Okay, so we will see about top-down parsers and bottom-up parsers. We have a grammar, we need to derive a word. So, I will start doing top-down. Okay, top-down, you start with your start symbol, S's, A, B, E. I can replace this A with A, B, C, B, E. Okay, this capital A, I can replace it with B, B, C, B, E. And this B, capital B, I can replace it with D, which means, I have derived. I got my particular word A, B, B, C, D, E. Now, if you look into this derivation, you call this derivation. You can notice that the leftmost gets expanded first. Okay, look here. Here the leftmost is A. That got derived first. And again, the leftmost. That got derived. After that, in the third step, again, the leftmost B. The leftmost non-terminals, they are the ones which get expanded in the top-down derivation. Now, if you look into your type of parsers, as I told you earlier, top-down, they follow the leftmost, and bottom-up, they will be following the rightmost. So even if you look into what we have derived, we can understand that in your top-down parsers, the leftmost expression gets expanded initially. Now, we did also see that if you look into the role of a parser, you will be generating something called a parse tree. The parser, the output will be the parse tree, which means you will be having to generate a parse tree for this particular derivation. Now let's see how you will be deriving a parse tree. Now parse tree also, for each step you will be having a level. See, I'll start with S. S initially it was A, B, E, out of which I derived A, B, C. This is what I replaced, expanded. And then this A, I made it into a B, after which I made, look into the levels are a bit different. B, I make it a D. Now, if you look at the terminals, you will be getting your required word. A, B, B, C, D. This is how a top-down parsers work. You will be going for the leftmost derivation in top-down parsers. Now, let's see a bit different way. Okay, bottom-up parsers. Okay, the same grammar, you need to derive the same word. Now, the best way, there are many ways in which you can create bottom-up parsers. Now, I'll tell you a way which I feel easy. You can even follow that, or you can even follow different methods. Now, the best way to do a bottom-up parser is have the word to be parsed first. Have it at the bottommost level and then work upwards. You will have to work upwards. So let's see whether you can get something which matches to the production rules. So let's start from the left. Okay, A. Okay, you have to, at the end, you have to get the start symbol. At the end, you have to get the start symbol, which means, at the root, you have to get the start symbol. So A is fine, A is already there. B, is there any way you can be reducing B? Yeah, you can be reducing B to A. I have reduced B to A. Now what I have is A, capital A, B, C, D. Okay. Now again start from the left. A, B, C. Yeah. A, B, C. You can again make it into an A. A, B, C. You can again make it, or you call this reduction. It is not derivation. Here you are reducing. You are reducing B to A, and the next step you reduce A, B, C into A. Now again let's see. Okay, so A, B. Okay, so yeah, this D can be reduced to a B. Okay, A, B. Yeah. Now you will be getting your start symbol. Okay, start symbol is A, B. This is how you construct a bottom-up parser. Now let us try to do the reduction. Let us try to do the reduction. Okay, there are again many ways in which you can write it. Okay, A, B, B, C, D, E. So first what I did is I replaced my B, after which I replaced my A, B, C with A. Okay, after which I replaced my D with B. D with B. And that was nothing but my start symbol. Okay, if you look into both, even though the same word is derived, the steps are a bit different. The steps are a bit different. And again, if you look closely over here, you can find that, look into step number 1. B is reduced to B, after which A is reduced. Or you can say it is the rightmost derivation in the reverse order. Okay, so bottom-up parsers follow rightmost derivation in the reverse order, while top-down parsers, they will be following leftmost derivation. Now there are a few more things you need to learn over here. Look here. See, S gives A, B, E. Now look here, this B, it is reduced to D. Now, reducing of a variable to a non-terminal, right? This variable B, it can be even called as a handle, H-A-N-D-L-E, handle. Okay. Now you are reducing B to D. Now the process in which you reduce B to D or a handle to a non-terminal, you call it by the word handle pruning, P-R-U-N-I-N-G, handle pruning. Okay, now look here. Similarly, here A is a handle, and you are pruning A into A, B, C. Similarly, here A is a handle, and you are doing a handle pruning to the small b. So this is how top-down parsers and bottom-up parsers work. You have two production rules, and then you need to check whether a particular word W is equal to CAD works or not. Okay, so I'll do both. We'll do top down first, after which we will be doing bottom. Okay, so S is CAD. A can be replaced to small a. This is very simple. CAD, yeah, proved. Okay, you go for the tree. CAD. A, you go for the leaves, CAD, that's it. Okay. The tree will be different for bottom up. At the end, you want to get S. So what can you do? You can replace this to A, S. Okay. So when you write CAD, okay, it's just two steps. So it looks the same. It looks the same. The steps look the same, but the tree is completely different. Look at the leveling of the tree. The tree which you generate with top down will be different from bottom up. ID plus ID into ID. Okay, so you start bottom up. E is equal to E plus T. Okay, you have to do leftmost derivation. The leftmost has to be replaced first. Okay, so E can even be T. E can even be T. T can be F. F can be ID plus T. T can be T into F. You can do replacement only in single steps. You cannot do everything together. If you do everything together, your tree constructor will be different. ID plus T will be F into F. ID plus ID into F. ID plus ID into ID. Proved. Okay. The tree E is equal to E plus T. E will be replaced to T. T will be replaced to F. This happens to be ID. Okay. Plus. No problem. Then T is replaced to F. F is replaced to ID and so on. You can construct it yourselves. Okay. So let's go for the bottom up. ID plus ID into ID. Okay. So this is replaced into F. Okay. So we'll continue. ID can be F, and then this ID, I can make it an F. Okay, this ID, I can make it an F. This I can make it a T. This I can make it a T. This I can make it a T, and so on. Okay, and then you can even write the expression. This actually you can be doing it in different ways. That is why, when you go for R&D, you have different kind of parsers. Okay, you can either do it like this, or you can even do it like ID plus ID into ID. ID is replaced as F. F is replaced as T. Okay. After which this ID is replaced as F. This ID is replaced as T, or yeah. This ID is replaced. I'll go out of my PPT. F, T into F. Yeah, T into F. This makes a T. Okay. F, T. Yeah, this makes an E. This makes an E plus T. Yeah, pluses over there. Okay, and then you can write the derivation. Okay, now we'll go for the next one. The same rules, but you have to prove a different one. Okay, so let's go for top down first. Okay, so let's try proving. E is E plus T. E plus T. E plus T. Okay, now look here. Here you need to have an into in the beginning. But however you prove it, you will get only a plus in the beginning. You can be able to get a plus only in the beginning. Into can come only after the plus as per your rules, which means, this cannot be generated. This is not valid. This cannot be generated by a top down or a bottom. This cannot be proved, which means, this is invalid. This particular word is invalid. We'll have the next one. ID plus ID you need to prove. Let's do bottom up and top down first. You have to start with E plus T. leftmost, which means T is replaced, T plus T, E is ID plus T, E is ID plus ID root. Okay, you go for the tree, it will be like this, E plus T, E becomes T, T becomes ID, after which T becomes ID. Okay, you go for the leaves, you get ID plus ID. Okay, so let's do bottom up. ID plus ID. Okay, ID can become T. Yeah, this ID, T can become E. This ID, it can become a T. E plus T. E plus T, it can become an E. Okay. So let's try writing it. ID plus ID. So first, what did I do? First, I replaced my ID with T. T plus ID. After which, what did I replace? T with E. E plus ID. After what I did, ID plus T. Yeah. E is equal to E plus T. Here also, I get the leaves. It is the same word which I'm trying to derive or reduce, but look at the steps. The steps will be different. The first step will be the same for both. The last step will be the same for both. In between, it will be different because here you follow LMD, here you follow RMD reverse. Okay. So I'll start with this S. Okay, you have two rules, either XYZ or ABC. But the word which I need to derive, it should start with A. So I'll go for A, B, C. Okay, and then B can be, okay, I'll take CD because I want CD anyway. So A, C, D, C. C, I can make it as BF, very simple because I want DF. DF. Yeah, so that's being derived. I go for the tree. It will be A, B, C. After which B I made CD, and capital C I made it E, F. I go for the leaves. I will get what is needed. Now let's see bottom up. A, C, B, D, F. Okay, A. I cannot do anything. C, CD, I can make it B. CD, I can make it B. DF, I can make it capital C. Yeah. A, capital B, C, I can make it S. Okay. So let's write the derivation. A, C, D, B, F. First, what did I do? I made the CD as B. DF. After which I made this DF as C. A, B, C. Yeah, and that was my start. Bottom up. Okay. So the next one, same grammar, but you have to check for a different word. A, C, D, J. Okay, so let's try doing it. First, we'll do top down. Okay, S, it needs to start with A, so I'll go for the rule A, B, C. I can go for any X, Y, Z or A, B, C, but I'll go for A, B, C because my word needs to start with a A. Okay, B, I can make it C, D because that's what I want. A, C, D, capital C. Capital C can either be E, G or DF, but I want only a G over here, which means, this won't work. This is not valid. It is not valid in top down. You need not check for bottom up because, it will not work. The same grammar, you're going for a different word. Let's see first top down. S is A, B, capital C. B can be A, C, D, or C. So I'll replace B into C alone because this is possible. Capital C. Capital C can be E. Okay, perfect. I've got it. Thus proved. Okay, I'm able to derive it. I'll build up the tree for that. S is A, B, capital C. B, I made it into small c. And this C, I made it into EG. Perfect. Okay, let's do bottom up. A, C, E, G. Start from the left again. A, I can't do anything. C, yeah, C, I can replace it into a B. C, I can replace it into a B. E, G, I can start with E, A, B. E, G, I can replace it into a capital C. A, B, C, I can replace it into S. So when I write it, A, C, E, G. What did I first replace? I replaced this C into a B. So I write A, B, E, G. After that, what did I do? I replaced E, G with C. Yeah, and that was my start. Okay, look here. The intermediate step is completely different. The intermediate step now, steps, it will be completely different. I remind you once again, this is leftmost derivation automatically. This is rightmost derivation in reverse. And you will be doing handle pruning. This, you call it by the name derivations. This is known as reductions. In bottom-up parser, you follow reductions.